You didn't click on this message by accident. Something inside you felt pulled here for a reason. Deep down, you already know that your life is standing at the edge of a major shift. You can feel it in the sleepless nights, in the battles nobody understands, in the moments when you almost gave up, but somehow kept moving forward. And that is exactly why you must watch this message until the very end, because there is a dangerous trap waiting for people who are closest to their breakthrough. Most people never see it coming. They think the pressure means failure. They think the confusion means they are losing. They think the delay means they have been forgotten. But the truth is far more powerful than that. The greatest attacks often happen right before the greatest transformation. And if you do not recognize this trap in time, you could walk away from the very blessing, opportunity, and destiny you have been praying for. This message is not for everyone. It is for the person who has been fighting silently, the person who feels different, the person who knows they were made for more but cannot understand why life has been so heavy lately. Listen carefully, because what you are experiencing is not random. There are moments in life when everything seems to fall apart right before everything begins to come together. The enemy of your future wants you distracted, exhausted, emotional, and spiritually blind. Why? Because if you truly realized how close you are to your breakthrough, you would never doubt yourself again. You would stop begging for approval. You would stop shrinking yourself for people who cannot understand your purpose. You would stop allowing fear to control your decisions. The trap is designed to make you quit too early. It whispers lies into your mind. It tells you that nothing is changing. It tells you that you are wasting your time. It tells you to go back to comfort, back to negativity, back to the people and habits that were destroying your peace. But chosen ones are not built to stay trapped forever. They are built to rise through pressure. Diamonds are not created in comfort. Strength is not born in easy seasons. And maybe that is why your journey has been so difficult, because your calling is greater than ordinary. Think about everything you survived already. The betrayal that should have broken you. The disappointment that almost crushed your spirit. The loneliness that made you question your worth. Yet somehow you are still here. Still breathing. Still searching. Still hoping. That is not weakness. That is proof that something bigger is working in your life, even when you cannot see it yet. Some of you are standing one decision away from changing your entire future, but the dangerous trap is distraction. Endless scrolling. Endless comparison. Endless negativity. Endless waiting for the perfect moment. Meanwhile, your purpose is waiting for your courage. Your breakthrough does not need a perfect version of you. It needs a willing version of you. Stop underestimating the power of consistency. Stop believing that small steps do not matter. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you break another chain. Every time you protect your peace, you grow stronger. Every time you refuse to quit, you move closer to the life you were meant to live. And here is something most people never understand. Right before a breakthrough, life often becomes confusing. Doors close unexpectedly. People leave. Plans fail. Everything feels uncertain. But sometimes confusion is not punishment. Sometimes it is preparation. Sometimes old doors must close so new ones can finally open. You cannot carry your next season with the mindset of your last season. You cannot step into greatness while still chained to fear. This is your moment to wake up mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop waiting for someone else to save you. Stop looking for signs while ignoring your own potential. The fact that you are still fighting means your story is not over. There is greatness inside you that has not been revealed yet. There is strength inside you that pain has been preparing. There is a future waiting for you that will make every battle make sense one day. But you must survive this trap first. Do not let temporary emotions destroy permanent opportunities. Do not let fear talk you out of your destiny. And most importantly, do not quit during the season that is building the strongest version of you. One day you will look back at this moment and realize that the pressure was never sent to destroy you. It was sent to reveal you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Stay awake. Because the next chapter of your life could begin the moment you decide you are no longer willing to live beneath your purpose. There is a dangerous trap that destroys more dreams than failure ever could, and most people never even realize they are caught in it until it is too late. The trap is distraction mixed with doubt. It slowly steals your focus, weakens your confidence, and convinces you to walk away from your purpose right before your breakthrough arrives. Chosen ones often experience the heaviest battles when they are closest to transformation. That is why your life may feel unusually difficult lately. You may feel pressure from every direction. Your mind feels tired, your motivation feels attacked, and people around you suddenly misunderstand you. But what if this is not happening to destroy you? What if this pressure is proof that something greater is trying to emerge from your life? Many people quit during this stage because they mistake resistance for failure. They do not understand that every great breakthrough comes with opposition. The enemy of your future wants you distracted by fear, negativity, comparison, and comfort, because once you recognize your true value, nothing will be able to control you anymore. Think about how many times you almost gave up, yet somehow you kept moving forward. That strength did not come from nowhere. There is something powerful inside you that refuses to die even in difficult seasons. The trap becomes dangerous when you start believing the lies in your mind more than the purpose in your heart. You begin to think you are too late, too broken, or too weak to succeed. But the truth is that your struggle has been preparing you, shaping you, and building the strength you will need for the next level of your life. The pain was never meant to bury you. It was meant to wake you up before your breakthrough changes everything forever. Most people think breakthroughs happen suddenly, but the truth is that major breakthroughs are usually born in seasons of confusion, pressure, and silence. That is why many chosen ones walk away too early. They expect instant results, instant answers, and instant success, but life does not work that way. Before something powerful is released into your life, there is often a season where everything feels delayed. You pray, you work, you try to stay positive, yet nothing seems to change. In those moments, it becomes easy to believe that you have been forgotten. But what if the delay is not rejection? What if it is preparation? Some of the greatest transformations happen quietly before they become visible. A seed underground looks lifeless before it finally breaks through the surface. In the same way, your breakthrough may already be growing in places you cannot see yet. Every challenge you face is building strength, wisdom, patience, and discipline inside you. Without those things, the blessing you are asking for could destroy you instead of elevate you. That is why pressure often increases before promotion. Life is testing whether you will remain focused when nothing makes sense. Many people lose their future because they allow temporary frustration to control permanent decisions. They return to toxic habits, toxic people, and old ways of thinking simply because the waiting season became uncomfortable. But chosen ones are called to trust the process even when they cannot see the outcome. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, but it requires endurance. It requires faith during uncertainty. It requires the courage to keep moving when emotions tell you to quit. One day you will realize that every closed door, every disappointment, and every painful moment was shaping you into the person capable of handling the life you prayed for. What feels like delay today may actually be protection for the incredible future waiting ahead of you. There are hidden signs that reveal a person was chosen for something greater, but most people overlook them because they expect the journey to feel easy. In reality, chosen ones often experience battles that others cannot understand. One of the first signs is feeling different from the people around you. No matter how hard you try to fit in, something inside you keeps reminding you that you were not created to live an ordinary life. You may have spent years feeling misunderstood, isolated, or disconnected because your spirit was always searching for deeper meaning. Another sign is the amount of resistance you face whenever you try to grow. Have you noticed how distractions, fear, negativity, and setbacks appear the moment you decide to improve your life? That is not coincidence. Great purpose attracts great opposition. The enemy attacks potential because potential carries power. Chosen ones are also marked by their ability to survive storms that should have destroyed them. Think about everything you have already overcome. The heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment, rejection, and silent battles that nobody knows about. Many people would have quit completely, yet somehow you kept moving forward. That resilience is a sign that there is something greater operating inside you. Another hidden sign is your constant desire for growth. Even after failure, part of you still wants to rise higher. Even after pain, you still believe your story is not over. That hunger for purpose is not normal. It is evidence that your life carries meaning beyond temporary struggles. Sometimes chosen ones also experience seasons where everything falls apart at once. Relationships end, plans fail, and life becomes confusing. But often those seasons are necessary because old versions of you must break before stronger versions can emerge. The truth is that your struggles were never proof that you are cursed. They may actually be proof that your life carries an assignment too important to remain average, comfortable, or asleep forever. Right before your life changes forever, there is often a season that feels uncomfortable, confusing, and emotionally exhausting. Most people do not realize this, so they panic when everything suddenly becomes uncertain. They think they are falling apart, when in reality they are being prepared for a higher level of life. One of the biggest mistakes chosen ones make is assuming that breakthroughs always arrive with peace and clarity from the beginning. Sometimes your breakthrough begins with chaos. Sometimes doors close unexpectedly, relationships shift, and plans stop working because life is pushing you away from environments that can no longer carry your future. What feels like loss may actually be protection. What feels like rejection may actually be redirection. Before transformation happens, old patterns must break. That is why many people feel spiritually and emotionally stretched right before major change enters their lives. You may feel pressure to grow faster than ever before. You may suddenly become aware of toxic habits, negative thinking, or people draining your energy. This awareness is not meant to shame you. It is meant to wake you up. Breakthroughs require a new mindset, and life will force you to release anything that keeps you trapped in your old identity. Another thing that happens before major transformation is intense doubt. Fear becomes louder. Distractions increase. You begin questioning your worth, your purpose, and your future. This is where many people quit because they mistake fear for a sign to stop. But fear often appears when you are stepping into something powerful. The closer you get to your next level, the more resistance you may feel. Chosen ones must learn to keep moving even when emotions are unstable and circumstances seem uncertain. One day you will understand that the pressure was not there to destroy you. It was there to prepare your mind, strengthen your spirit, and reveal the version of yourself capable of handling the breakthrough you once only dreamed about. One of the greatest dangers standing between you and your breakthrough is not always failure, but the people, habits, and distractions slowly draining your energy every single day. Many chosen ones do not lose because they lack talent or purpose. They lose because they stay connected to environments that weaken their spirit and destroy their focus. There are people who only feel comfortable with you when you are doubting yourself, struggling, or staying small. The moment you begin growing, becoming disciplined, and believing in your potential, their attitude changes. Suddenly they criticize you, misunderstand you, or make you feel guilty for evolving. This happens because growth exposes insecurity in others. Not everyone assigned to your past is qualified to enter your future. Some people are attached to the old version of you because it makes them feel safe. But your breakthrough requires separation from anything that keeps pulling you backward. Habits can also become silent traps. Endless scrolling, negative thinking, laziness, procrastination, unhealthy relationships, and constant comparison slowly steal your confidence without you noticing. Every hour wasted feeding distractions is an hour taken away from your purpose. The dangerous part is that distractions often feel harmless at first. They comfort you temporarily while secretly keeping you stuck. Chosen ones must learn that discipline is protection. Your future depends on what you consistently allow into your mind, your heart, and your daily routine. Another major distraction is seeking approval from people who cannot understand your calling. If you keep waiting for everyone to believe in you before you move forward, you may never begin. Greatness often starts in isolation. There will be seasons where nobody sees your vision except you. That is why inner strength matters so much. You cannot build an extraordinary future while constantly listening to ordinary fear. The moment you remove toxic distractions, protect your peace, and focus fully on your purpose, your life begins to change in ways you never imagined possible before. There is one decision that has the power to unlock your major breakthrough, and that decision is choosing to fully commit to the person you were created to become. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for motivation, waiting for perfect conditions, or waiting for someone else to save them. But breakthroughs do not belong to those who wait forever. They belong to those who decide. The moment you decide that you are no longer willing to live beneath your purpose, everything begins to shift. Your mindset changes, your habits change, your standards change. Even the way you respond to pain begins to change. Chosen ones must understand that transformation starts internally before it becomes visible externally. The world changes for you the moment you stop negotiating with fear and start walking with discipline. Many people want a new life while still holding on to old excuses. They pray for growth but refuse to leave comfort behind. They ask for opportunities but continue feeding distractions that destroy focus and consistency. Real breakthroughs require sacrifice. They require the courage to let go of the version of yourself that keeps settling for less. This decision is not about becoming perfect overnight. It is about becoming intentional every single day. Every time you choose discipline over procrastination, faith over fear, and purpose over distraction, you move closer to the future waiting for you. There will still be difficult days. There will still be moments of doubt and pressure. But once your mind is truly committed, Obstacles no longer have the power to stop you completely. They only make you stronger. The truth is that your breakthrough has never been as far away as you imagined. What has been missing is the decision to fully believe in your calling and act like your future matters. Your next level is not waiting for luck. It is waiting for commitment. The moment you stop running from your potential and finally embrace the greatness inside you, your entire life can begin changing in ways you never thought possible before. The truth is that this message was never just about fear, struggle, or difficult seasons. It was about awakening the strength that has been hidden inside you all along. Every battle you faced, every painful moment, every sleepless night, and every disappointment was shaping you into the person capable of carrying a greater purpose. Chosen ones are not defined by how many times life knocked them down. They are defined by their decision to rise again no matter how heavy the pressure becomes. And right now, you are standing at a turning point in your life. You can continue living distracted, doubtful, and trapped by fear, or you can finally step into the calling waiting for you. The dangerous trap was never meant to destroy you forever. It was meant to test whether you would recognize your own power before it was too late. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop shrinking your dreams to make other people comfortable. Stop allowing temporary pain to convince you that your future has no value. Your breakthrough is real, but it requires focus, discipline, courage, and faith. There are blessings waiting for you that cannot enter your life until you become strong enough mentally and spiritually to receive them. This is your season to grow, to awaken, and to refuse every distraction trying to steal your destiny. One day you will look back at this chapter and realize that the pressure was preparing you for something greater than you ever imagined. And when that breakthrough finally arrives, you will understand why you had to go through every lesson, every delay, and every storm. So from this moment forward, walk differently. Think differently. Protect your peace. Guard your focus. Believe in your purpose even when nobody else understands it yet. Because the next chapter of your life could become the one that changes everything forever.